I just preached this sermon a few minutes ago, but I had some glitches here technologically, so I thought I'd try it again. I'm not necessarily all that depressed in my life right now, but I've been struck by something recently, and something has come to my mind. I'll say it this way. I think comparison is a thief of joy. And it's not surprising that researchers are correlating our social media habits right now to rising rates of depression. Why might that be? I think it's because we struggle with insecurity. We struggle with insecurity because we compare our behind-the-scenes lives with the highlight reels of everyone else's. And we have a window onto everyone's world, it seems, family, friends, even strangers, and we compare our lives with them. And I don't think we do it consciously. But it's like we post stuff on social media, it's like, look how wonderful my life is, and by comparison, look at how much yours sucks. I don't think we intend that, but sometimes that's what comes across. You see, then we compare, and we come up short. And we don't measure up with the lives we think everybody's living out there. Well, where's the unhighlight reel? I think I'd like to call it Fakebook. Where are the stories of how we're really doing? And then we compare as Christians, as followers, as people who are on a walk of faith, we compare our Christian lives with other Christians we see, and again, we see the highlight reel. And we know we don't have a highlight reel. And there's a passage that came to me as I was thinking about this, and even a song this morning. But the passage is 1 Corinthians 13, verse 12, that says, I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. Talking about being fully known by God and fully loved by God. You see, in our lives, when they're not highlight reels, God already knows that. We don't have to hide anything from God. He sees the realness, often the suckiness of our lives and even ourselves. And he sees the beauty at the core. You see, we are fully known and fully loved by God right now in this moment. And when we compare our lives with others and think of how we've messed up and come up short in our life or with God, right now can we become aware that God sees us as precious. We are precious to God. We are adored by God. We are cherished by God. We are treasured by God. And it's that sense where all my sorrows melt away when I accept God's boundless love for me, when I come to know that I am God's greatest treasure. And then I don't need to compare my life with anyone else's. It kind of melts away. You see, we don't have to impress God because God is already impressed with us. And maybe that's another way to say fully known and fully loved. And we often have the opposite thought that God is disgusted with us and out to get us. God is love. And to live in that love, man, melts my sorrows away. I don't have to compare my life, and I come back to that center, to that reality. So if your life is often not a highlight reel and it's pretty real in all the lowlights and the bittersweetness of all life, may you take some comfort today in knowing you're loved and accepted right where you are, just the way you are. So God, help me to give up this comparison thing and live in gratitude and joy for my life and who you are and where I am and how it's unfolding. So that came out a little bit different than last time. But as always, maybe a little food for thought, maybe a little spiritual encouragement, I hope. And may you take what's helpful and leave the rest. And until next time, may you live all the days of your life.